Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We're creeping to 12.5. We're almost at the halfway point to 13,000. Let's see if we can get there today, tomorrow, soon. We can do it. I have faith in all of you. But this is wild. I mean, this stuff never seems to stop, and I think it's something worth talking about. I don't know how this guy can't be a real doctor, right? Somebody's got to know his name, but Dr. Umar is going to do some serious baiting here, and of course, this fool thinks it is good. What no one wants to talk about, he's saying the quiet part out loud. No, he's raising his hand and saying, "I'm deeply stupid," but I think you'll understand that after we listen to this a little bit, and we've got to talk about this crazy.
I think Caitlin Clark still harbors some animosity towards Angel Reese because Angel Reese still won the national championship.
So even with people saying Caitlin is the better player, you believe she still hates Angel Reese?
Of course, because Angel Reese prevented Caitlin Clark from getting an NCAA Women's National Championship. That matters.
Yes, it matters.
You feel me? That matters. Yes, and Angel Reese is the reason Caitlin Clark is not an NCAA champion.
Real quick, and we'll address some of the other stuff he said too. But that on its face, forget the fact that it's Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and the other crap that he's going to get into, is absurd. And here's why. Have you ever heard this talked about in basketball before? Right? Let's go to the popular men's game. Have you ever heard players, both teams that get to the NCAA championship, and each team has a highly drafted player? Have you ever heard this conversation once they get to the pros that one hates the other because the other won in the NCAA championship game? Have you ever heard that? Let me know in the comments below. It gets
Angel Reese is an NCAA champion.
Right.
So no matter how many white people worship Caitlin Clark, every time she steps on the court with Angel Reese, you're the reason I don't have a college ring.
Yes.
And there it is. There it is, folks. There's the baiting that we're talking about. And that's what it is for this low IQ doorknob who's so up in his feels, who has nothing but hatred for different people in his heart, who cannot think logically, who just spews absolute garbage, and a lot too many people eat it up. There it is for him. And by the way, let's get to the other thing. Angel Reese. I'm sorry. Were there not other players on the court? I mean, let's dig through this a little bit. LSU. Yes, Angel got outstanding player for the tournament. But as we all know, as we're all figuring out, it was just because she hustled and she had a big body. But she can't play basketball. She simply can't. Y'all can complain in the comments about it because I know I'll get the Angel Reese fans. But I'm sorry. I've watched enough to know he is not a basketball player. By the way, let's look at this particular game. Angel Reese got carried this game. She was 5 of 12. Yeah, she got 10 rebounds and 15 points. She was 5 of 12 from the line. Williams was 9 of 16. She had 20 points. Johnson did not do well, but we're still going, right? Alexis Morris, 8 of 14, 21 points. And here's the player she should really be mad at because this is the wild card, the X factor, and that's Jasmine Carson coming off the bench and in only 22 minutes shooting 7 of 8, 5 of 6 from 3, 3 of 4 from the line, and scoring 22 points. So you have 3 players with 20 or more points, all of who shot well. 9 of 16, 8 of 14, 7 of 8. They carried Angel Reese in the championship game. Angel Reese was not the reason that Caitlin Clark and Iowa did not beat LSU. Okay. Now, by the way, remember that was junior year. Caitlin Clark beat Angel Reese and LSU the next year in the final 8. But let's go to the final the next year, right? Her senior year, where it's the last opportunity that she has. And we've got Camila Cardoso. Now, there were some other games players who played well, obviously. Tessa Johnson came off the bench, 7 of 11, 19 points, right? Pow Pow had 14 points. But Camila Cardoso, 7 of 14, 15 points, 17 rebounds. They could not stop Camila Cardoso. So explain to me, low IQ doorknob, how is it that Caitlin Clark hates Angel Reese, but we've never seen or heard anything about that for all of these other players, especially, say, I don't know, Camila Cardoso? It is because you are a lying clown where everything is about skin color for you. You don't have the IQ to think any differently. You're truly that stupid. And you also probably have realized that it gets you attention like I'm giving you now, but I'm calling it out for sure because if we don't, I know people say, "Oh, don't give them attention." Pretty big platform, guys. And look, this has been viewed over 500,000 times, right? Here we go. Dishonest, bigoted POS. Yep. What's the quiet part? That's kind of what I said when I call him a low IQ of a doorknob because he's not quiet about that. He's saying the dishonest and delusional out loud. Angel is a bum. If she were 4 inches shorter, she wouldn't be in the W. Fact. Yeah, that's true, right? Here's that. I'm going to double dribble twice. Twice. By the way, that is not inside a crowded paint with a bunch of players, right? She double dribbled twice, folks, on her way to the basket wide open. Again, not a professional basketball player in any way. But this is the kind of crap that we get over and over and over again. And by the way, the other thing I'd like to point out, Caitlin Clark, from everything I can tell, never even thinks of Angel Reese. Never even thinks of her at all. The only time she ever mentions her is if someone asks her a question about Angel Reese. Angel Reese was the one following her around the court like an idiot, pointing to her finger and waving her hand. Angel Reese was the one on Instagram Live after the game yapping and complaining and disparaging Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese was the one that made her ridiculous speech about y'all watch it because of me too. I'll look back in 20 years and know I'm it. I am the you know what. Never comes from Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark made the same foul against Angel Reese she did in the next game. The player didn't do anything. Angel Reese has suffered far more physical fouls by other players and absolutely ignored it and didn't go after Caitlin Clark. This is absolutely absurd, and it's the crap that we continue to get from these fools. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Appreciate you checking out this video. As always, let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Go have the day you deserve, and I will talk to you later.